Hey there, beautiful souls. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2025 and to your January monthly tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, and Rising sign of Pisces. If you're new to the channel, hello and welcome. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot. As always, please remember not all messages will resonate as they're general intuitive readings. But if you're looking for something a little more personal, then there is a link in the description box below. You can click on it. You can get to the website. You can check out our services, our products, and you can book a reading there. And if you don't see what you're interested in, there's also a contact page. You can send me a message, and I'd love to chat with you to find out what you're really interested in, what you're looking for, and I'm sure we can work something out. Now, I want to start by thanking each and every one of you for your likes, your shares, subscribes since the start of this channel, because it's really allowed the channel to grow, and this channel wouldn't exist without you. So thank you so much for that, and I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. And if you are new and you haven't subscribed, or if you are even a returning person and you haven't subscribed, then I'd say don't hesitate and click it now because it's free. Now, throughout 2025, I will be announcing random contests. That's how I do my contests. I do them randomly. And you can win in these contests free personal readings, like free personal readings. I'll say that again. And so you're not going to want to miss those opportunities, and you won't miss those opportunities if you subscribe to the channel, because you'll know when I drop a video and I announce it. And if you really do want, you can also hit the notification bell. For anybody who entered my contest that I did end of 2024 in my December readings, I announced the big contest, the big prize that I always give at the end of the year. And I would say, just keep an eye out for the winner's notification in case it hasn't come out yet, but it should be coming out shortly if it hasn't already. Apologies. Okay, Pisces, I hope you've had an amazing holiday season. I hope you're excited for another year. I would just say 2025 astrologically is going to be a little bit bumpy. I would say hold on to your hats. And I would also say, or I would say it by quoting one of my favorite movies, which is hold on to your butts, because it is definitely going to be a little bit bumpier. I have actually put out some 2025 look-ahead readings. They're very quick readings, just a few cards per month as a quick look ahead. And I actually talk a little bit more about the astrology of 2025 in those readings. So just look out for those. If you haven't seen them already, check them out. You can probably find them on the channel pretty easily. I'll also try and link them to these videos if I can figure out how to do it. I'll try. And maybe I'll succeed. Okay. All right. All right, let's go from there. Now, if you've been here before, then you know I always like to begin with some astrological highlights, and I'm going to start with the fact that as we sit here in January, we are still on a Mars retrograde that started in early December. So, lots of people get, freaked out about retrograde energy. But I would say, not to think too much about the negative of a retrograde. More look at it from the positive perspective here. And in a Mars retrograde, it actually gives you or affords you a unique opportunity, right, to dig deep and to, really evaluate you know, all that you require to be your best self, right? All of that goodness that you probably want to bring into 2025 so you can be your best self this year. And it's a retrograde energy is a really good time to give thought to who you are, you know, who you want to be, what you want to be doing in the coming year, and also how you're spending your time, where you're spending your time, and maybe where you should be redirecting your time. Time is a precious thing, and so best to use it wisely. Now, as part of this retrograde, Mars, I just want to call it January 6th in particular because it does dip into Cancer on that day. And as part of that retrograde, your emotions might be a little difficult to control around that time. And it might prompt you to act in ways that could worsen things. So just to be a little bit aware of that energy. And then we can back up just a tad on to the 2nd of January. And on the 2nd of January, Venus enters your sign. Yes, it enters Pisces. And so this is a time when compassion and empathy are strong, and you're going to be more understanding than usual. And you may also feel the urge to, you know, help someone, help do something, help in any way you can, and not expect anything in return. And so being Pisces, I would say that you may feel this energy stronger than any other sign, my friends. So just to be aware of that on the 2nd of the month. Now on January 8th, Mercury enters Capricorn. Good time to look at your long-term goals. Okay, but the most important thing there is to focus in on practicality. Try and be practical because then you'll make progress on those goals. Then on the 19th, Aquarius season kicks off. The sun moves into that sign, which is a good time for focusing on your future, on your dreams, what you're dreaming about, what you're hoping for, what changes you want to make, and how you're going to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. And then finally, for those of you that love to look at the stars, as much as I love looking at them, and that is a lot, I would say keep your eyes peeled on January 25th. That's when Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn are all going to align in the night sky. This is a rare planetary alignment. I believe it's called a celestial symphony, or so I understand. And in fact, you may be able to catch a glimpse of 4 of those planets with the naked eye. So I would say look out for that. Of course, that depends on where you live, how clear the sky is, what the weather's like, and, you know, are there too many lights out, or do you have a nice dark sky? All right, so I'd say if you love watching the stars, check that out because that'll be very cool. All right, my friends, let's get into your tarot messages now, and I give thanks to the angels, spirits, guides, and the universe for providing the messages and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Pisces seekers. All right, so I would ask the universe for 4 cards, please, for Pisces for January. Okay, 2 of Swords flew right out. High Priestess. Knight of Wands. King of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Temperance card. Right. Pisces. I'm going to say to you that I feel deep down in your gut, you are trying to, there's an element here of somebody trying to either make a decision or they're trying to avoid making a decision. I'm feeling the avoidance more than anything, more than trying to make it and get to it. I almost feel like you know there's a decision to be made. You know deep down in your gut you need to make it. You see the good side of wanting to make it, of wanting to saying, okay, this I want to start and get going here. And, but at the same time, you have this temperance, this patience, but this temperance is also telling me it's not just temperance or not just patience or moderation, but it's a little bit of an avoidance here, okay? So for whatever's going on in your life, and I do feel there that with the wands, the two wands at the end of these last two cards here with these two wands, that there seems to be a little bit of social something going on. I'm feeling a lot of social something in this month for you. So maybe you are experiencing in this month some social whatever. Maybe that means you are going out, you're sharing your time with people, you're getting busy. I feel you're getting busy. I feel you want to go out and doing something fun, doing something different, and maybe you're hosting events or you've got a shindig or two that's coming up. And I feel like, maybe you want to get involved with people and communities or something like that. But at the same time, there's a little bit of hesitancy or avoidance of something. And it is deep down in your gut that you're feeling this, maybe I'm going to hold off on that, okay? What are you holding off on? Only you truly know the situation for yourself. Remember, this is a reading for the collective. But I do feel that at some point or somewhere in all of this for you, there is an element of uncertainty or hesitancy to move, or you're a little bit hasty in making a move. And I would say you're feeling maybe that perhaps there's going to be a misunderstanding, either as a result of what you're trying to do, or there is a misunderstanding, which is why you're hesitant. But I do feel there's a lot of introspection that's required here, okay, with that High Priestess. I do feel like, that maybe there's some chances here for misunderstanding, but I do feel like you need to do some introspection, and you need some quiet time to figure out the answer for yourself, or you need to figure out the answer of how you're going to deal with this or whatever it might be. And I also think you need to listen to what your gut is telling you here. And so maybe just taking a step back to do that, as opposed to getting too deep and dirty into all this social stuff, okay? So I do feel like there's a little bit of, trying to get out into the world, but at the same time, you're trying to avoid something. I don't know what you're avoiding. I say let's get into this with the clarifiers, because I think it's actually quite interesting to find out what is going on. So tell me about this Two of Swords. What is the decision that cannot be made? Now, I don't feel like you really don't know which way to go, because particularly with this Two of Swords, a lot of Two of Swords, the figure is completely blindfolded. And guess what? You are not completely blindfolded here. There is a veil across the eyes of this figure, but you can kind of see through it. So it is an opaque veil here. It is not a completely full, covering, for you. It means that you are seeing a little bit of the reality. It's just that you don't want to necessarily decide, okay? I feel like you're feeling it, you're obviously feeling in between the situation because that's where you can see best, but you just don't know which way to go here. Okay, so let's clarify this Two of Swords, please. Tell me about this decision, this indecision, or this avoidance of decision making. What is it regarding? Who is it regarding? Well, you have the Queen of Wands here. So now you have the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Wands. You have several players here, several parties involved, several potentially bodies going down here that are all, kind of, this is where I'm getting a sense of like feeling of all the socializing, partying, a little bit of fun going down here, a lot of kicking up somebody's heels there as well, getting busy, getting out there. And either you're deciding, I'm going to get out there, or you're deciding you're not going to get out there. Now, is this in relation to a romance or meeting somebody? I'm getting that strong feeling, and the cards haven't come out yet, but I'm getting very strong feeling for somebody that you want to get out there and get socializing so that you can meet somebody, so that you can find your partner, so that you can find that perfect somebody. Looking for a reason to do that, but I feel like that if you get out there, it's you might have some rejection too, right? It's not just pure like get out there and have fun, and so what? So whatever happens. It's like, oh, get out there and I could meet somebody, or I get out there and I get rejected. Or it's also, maybe I'll get out there and I'll make some impulsive decisions regarding love, and then I'm going to really be in trouble. Okay, so let's continue to clarify. Let's see if this bears itself out here, what my messages I'm getting. But let's see what the cards have to say. Please tell me what this 2 is. Something just flew right across the room there. 5 of Wands. You are in conflict big time over this. I don't know. What do I do? What do I don't do? What happens if that's the case? Am I going to be ready for this? Am I going to be ready for this rejection? Am I going to be ready for this, doing something? Am I going to be ready for the, what energy it's going to take to do this? Maybe I should just stay home and be quiet and be alone. And okay, one more clarifier on this 2 of Swords. What is this 2 of Swords all about? Is this love related? Tell me, please, universe, what is this 2 of Swords? Clarify this 2 of Swords, please. Clarifying the 2 of Swords. Well, it's certainly about perhaps maybe even somebody or something from the past. You do have the 6 of Cups here, okay? And so I would say that either you're worried about replicating something in the past, or you want to replicate something from the past, and yet you don't think you will be able to replicate the something from the past. I do also feel that there's maybe somebody from your past that's involved in this. Perhaps through the socializing, you will see this person. Perhaps this is somebody you've had a romance with in the past. And now that's, I did have that message of avoiding an impulsive decision. And so I think that message is coming, and it's related to this, truly grateful. It's coming from this, it's coming from this, related to this avoidance, right? It's related to this, if I see that person, it's going to be easy for me to fall back in with this person And then it's going to be an impulsive decision regarding something romantic, because perhaps you've already had something romantic with that person. Okay? Sorry, it was hard for me to get it out because I'm getting a lot of messages, and it's hard to sometimes speak when I'm getting my messages, but the universe sometimes talks quickly, and lots of stuff hard to get out after. Okay, so let's get into this High Priestess, because I know that you'd have to whoa the horses on this. You need to actually be not so excited, or be not to go to the extremes, not to be overly excited and socialize and get into it and then jump right back into something, versus maybe I should just stay home and be quiet and be by myself. You need that balance. You need that moderation. Maybe there's some stuff you should do, but other stuff, go to some socializing here, but others not. But deep down in your gut what really to do. That's why I say that veil is not a full veil over your eyes. It's not like you don't know what to do, because you do hear your High Priestess talking to you. You do hear what the real answer is, and perhaps you're not really listening. So let's clarify that, High Priestess. Yeah, Six of Wands. You know that this can go any way you really want this to. Okay? This is victory if you want it, but it can also be victory if you stay home, right? At the end of the day, this thing's just going to really go any which way you want it to go. Okay? Do you want that person to recognize you? Then go over there and start the conversation. But then know that, you might get entangled again in some way, shape, or form. You might know that, you might know that staying home means that you won't see that person. So if that's what you really want, then that's what you really want. That too in and of itself is a victory, because you want to avoid something and you're avoiding something, okay, or somebody. I'm getting strong feelings for somebody. This is related to some kind of situation with people, love, whatever, the past. But this could also just be, for some of you, related to not necessarily a person in specific, but a situation. You want to make a decision, or that you should make a decision. You can have an idea, your gut's talking to you, but you do want to get busy in doing something, but at the same time, perhaps you should either avoiding to do it, maybe there's a little procrastination going on there as well, okay? So let's continue to clarify this High Priestess. Three of Cups, yeah. Celebrations happening all around, getting together, being with people, community stuff, sharing of ideas and fun. That's what it's telling you. It's telling you, listen, if you go out and you'll have some fun. That's a really, really good thing. Just realize that, while you're out there, do that, socializing, host that event, be the popular person, but just be careful that you aren't getting deep if you start to see there's somebody from your past, if it starts to become a little bit romantic and you're trying, you might avoid that hasty move. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Just to realize that you should just be there for the enjoyment of the event itself, or the shindig, and not take it too far. All right, let's continue to clarify the High Priestess. Let's see, another card, please, for the High Priestess. What's our gut? What's Pisces' gut telling? What's Pisces' gut saying? What's Pisces' instinct saying? Fool. Take a chance. Take a chance and go. Take a chance and do it. All right? Just take a chance on the decision at the end of the day. One way or the other, okay? Or take a chance. All right, let's clarify this Knight of Wands, because it's off of these wands that I'm starting to really get this. There's a lot of socializing going on here. And as I said, you might see somebody from your past. So, you know, we could also have in here some characteristics of people that may be in attendance here, or of this person that is from your past. You know, somebody who is a little bit fiery at the end of the day, right? Somebody who is energetic. There's somebody who's adventurous. Somebody who is also warm and charming, though, at the same time, right? And, you know, also somebody who is enjoys a challenge, I want to say, okay? Now, if that is the person for you, or this is a person that, you know from your past who might be there, well, you know, you do have the Nine of Swords here, so I think it kind of worries you a little bit that you know that this is what perhaps you're attracted to, or this is what you like, and so it might be easy to get reeled back in here easily. All right, let's continue to clarify this Knight of Wands. All right, a little bit of worry there about that, getting reeled back in, right? Yeah, Queen of Swords. Use your head. Use your head. Use your smarts. You know, make sure your head's on straight when you're thinking about this, because you're gonna have to be more in your head on this one than on your heart if you want to make sure you're not getting reeled in. Okay. All right. One more clarifier for this Knight of Wands here. Yeah, Moon. There's a bit of a fear. Okay, I'm gonna say there's a bit of a fear in the sense that you not that you don't have the facts or you don't know who this person is, but I feel like you know, subconsciously, you know that perhaps this could drag you in, this could go away that, did of the past, and so you're trying to avoid that a little bit. So there is an insecurity here. Okay, there's not just even a worry, there's more of an insecurity that's going down here. But try to, as I said, try to use the head more than the heart here. All right, let's continue to clarify this King of Wands, because I do feel like there's some kind of a challenge here. And maybe it's this person who wants to challenge you, or it's a challenge to you, to say, hey, you can't be with this person and then not, not just be friends with them? Like, what's wrong with that? Right? I feel like there's with this World card, I feel like either this person or you, I would describe as worldly, been around the world, been there, done that, is the other thing I want to say for somebody. You've been there, done that, so you know the situation, okay? Completed the cycle with this person or this situation. You completed it, which is why perhaps you realize going back to it is not necessarily the smartest thing. Moderation, remember that Temperance card. Moderation is the key here, all right? Let's clarify that King of Wands. Another card to clarify the King of Wands. High Priestess again. Cannot listen enough to your gut. You cannot listen enough to the signs and symbols that are flashing in front of you cannot pay enough attention to that, believe me. They're flashing in front of your face, and you need to open your eyes, open your ears, and listen, because there's some major signs going on here for you for that, okay? One more clarifier, please, for the King of Wands. Yeah, 8 of Cups. You may need to walk away from this, but not necessarily walk away from it in total, but just may walk away from the impulsive decisions, romantic or otherwise. That's what I want to say to you. All right, Pisces. Let's get for you now a message from the Oracle. What message do you have for Pisces for the month of January? This is from the Whispers of the Ocean deck. So what messages do you have, or message do you have for Pisces, please, for January? Okay, you have to bear with me here because this deck is got rather large cards, and the cardstock is such that they actually stick together a lot. So, okay, I'm going to try this a different way to get you your card, because I'd love for the universe to make sure I'm giving you the right message. Number 3, in the light of the moon. I will read it to you. I will show it to you. Just give me a second here. In the light of the moon. Number 3, in the light of the moon. Let me read to you what it says. It says, a full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. All right? I think that's kind of appropriate to what's going on here in your reading for the month of January, Pisces. All right, my lovely ones, I'm going to leave it there. I hope there was something in it that resonated. If there was something resonated, if you enjoy these readings, if you want more of these readings, then click the like and subscribe buttons. I'll see you again very soon. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.